Hey, what's up everybody? It's Zach with Fire and Ferment. Today, we're going to be smoking a Thanksgiving turkey. This is one of my absolute favorite times of the year. And what a better thing to do than to pair it with one of my favorite foods, smoked turkey. This recipe uses a spatchcock method, as well as a dry brine, and an injection of our homemade herb-infused ghee. Check out that video next. We're going to be compacting a lot of flavor into each and every single bite. And when all is said and done, we're going to be maximizing quality by getting that perfect crispy skin. Let's go after this.
So what we've got here is just a standard turkey. This one is about 13 pounds. First thing that we do here is spatchcock the turkey. What this allows us to do is get the entire turkey on the same level to even out cooking, as well as easier to carve at the end. We'll start off by removing excess skin, and then we'll remove the spine with our kitchen shears. Then we flip it over on our cutting board and push down on the breasts here, which will flatten out the bird. Pat it dry. Next, we want a dry brine. I recommend using a half teaspoon per pound of Morton's coarse kosher salt. Let's sprinkle the salt directly onto the skin and exposed parts of the meat. I start with the underside, then flip it over to the skin side. Now, we're just going to allow this to hang out in the fridge uncovered overnight, and we'll get to the cook tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next day and it's raining. Let's fire up the pit. I don't typically use lighter fluid, but it's raining and I'm in a hurry. We're going to be cooking with post oak like always. We'll get our smoker temp up to 275.
This video is brought to you by our sponsor, Woodchuck Firewood. Woodchuck has all kinds of different wood. They're based out of Valley Center, Kansas, but they ship their wood all over the country. If you're on the lookout for wood splits that you need for your barbecue, fire pit, or fireplace, Woodchuck Firewood is your one-stop shop. Type in the link below into your browser to access their website and place an order, and tell them that Fire and Ferment sent you over, and they'll take good care of you.
Alright guys, we've got our turkey out after it's been dry brining overnight.
Now that we're back inside, it's time to inject our turkey. We're going to inject the turkey with our homemade herb-infused ghee. Again, I've got a video on this that you can check out next. There are a lot of recipes out there that call for injecting your turkey with butter. However, a lot of my family is lactose intolerant, so I prefer the ghee option for Thanksgiving parties. This ghee has been infused with Italian parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, and garlic. So we have a lot of flavor packed into this right here. The ghee is solid at room temperature, so we're just gonna run this through the microwave on warm for a little bit to make it liquid so that we can inject. So we've got our ghee liquefied, and when we inject this, we wanna focus primarily on the breasts.
We want to reserve some of the ghee. We'll use it later on in the cook.
Now we're going to apply a rub. I've tried all kinds of different rubs for this, but you just can't beat the Simon & Garfunkel rub off of AmazingRibs.com. This rub consists of 1 tablespoon of dried crushed parsley, 2 tablespoons of rubbed sage, 1 tablespoon of rosemary leaves, 1 tablespoon of dried crushed thyme, 1 tablespoon of dried crushed oregano, 1 tablespoon of dried crushed basil, 10 bay leaves that have been pulverized in a spice grinder, 1 tablespoon ground black pepper, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. I ran all of this together through the spice grinder so that it's the same consistency throughout. Let's go ahead and sprinkle this rub on the outside of the turkey and get it ready for the smoker.
Our smoker is at 275 and we have a healthy fire. Let's go ahead and get our turkey on. I like to put the hindquarters toward the fire and the breasts facing away from the fire so they're more protected. Let's put in our ThermoPro Temp Spike leave-in thermometer into the thickest part of the breast so that we can monitor this cook in live action. We're going to let this go at 275 for 1 to 1.5 hours.
Guys, there's no better way to ensure a foolproof, perfect cook than with the ThermoPro TP970 Temp Spike Plus. You just simply cannot screw up your cook if you've got the Temp Spike. It's a Bluetooth enabled leave-in thermometer that's perfect for a cook like this. Whether you're a beginner, you're trying to get to know a new cut of meat, or you're just wanting to make life easier, this Temp Spike Leave-In Pro is an absolute game changer. It's got a handy app that's Bluetooth enabled and will extend through walls no matter where you're at in the house. You can set temp ranges and alerts or alarms so you won't miss your desired temp or overcook your meat. Click on the link I've shared below in the description to pick up your very own ThermoPro Temp Spike and type in code FIREFERMENT20 for 20% off your order. This will absolutely elevate your barbecue game, I promise.
Alright guys, it's been about an hour and 20 minutes. Our goal temp to move on to our next step is 125 degrees Fahrenheit in the breast, and we can see we're there. This is our first look, and we really want to ensure we've got good color, which is a marker for smoke flavor. Once we've got good color and good smoke flavor buildup, it's time to move on to our next step. What we'll do is move our turkey to a roasting pan and bring it inside. We'll pour the remainder of our herb-infused ghee over the top and put some more Simon and Garfunkel rub on. Then we'll put it back on the smoker. We want to build up our fire and crank that temp up to 325 to crisp the skin and finish off the cook. Let it ride till the turkey breast is at 160, then take it off and let it rest in the pan for a bit longer. It'll carry over cook to our final temp of 165. My wife made a beautiful sourdough boule for the day as well. Let it cool down to a good serving temp of 150 or so. Now it's time to carve.
So the first thing I like to do is I like to take the legs off. So we rotate it and we just go straight in through that skin. We find that joint, we go straight through. The next thing is to remove these breasts. The breasts sit on either side, this one and this one. We want to go straight down the middle till we meet the breastbone. Then we start to remove the breast meat off of that breastbone. So the grain of the breast runs this direction, so we want to carve against the grain in order to get the best texture. Now remember that skin is crispy, and we want to keep that skin intact. And that is how we smoke a turkey at fire and ferment. If you like this type of content and you want to see more of it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click on that little bell icon so you don't miss any new content. I love you guys, and stick around.